Imagine this. You're scrolling through your feed, bombarded by ads promising overnight wealth, crypto kings in Lambos, side hustles that print money. But here's the uncomfortable truth that hit me like a cold shower. One rainy afternoon in 2023, I was drowning in $15,000 of credit card debt, living paycheck to paycheck, and no amount of viral hacks was going to save me. What did? A dead simple weekly routine that took less than 20 minutes. It wasn't sexy, it wasn't revolutionary, but it flipped my finances from chaos to control. And if you're one of the 88% of Americans feeling some form of financial stress right now, this might just be the quiet revolution you need. Let me take you back. 3 years ago, I was your typical mid-30s professional. Decent job, but always one unexpected bill away from panic. Rent ate half my income. Groceries? Up 25% in a year thanks to inflation that wouldn't quit. And my savings? Laughable. Like many, I checked my bank app sporadically, usually right before a big purchase, praying the numbers wouldn't bite. Sound familiar? In 2026, with household debt hitting record highs, averaging over $104,000 per person, it's no wonder 77% of us are anxious about money. Rising costs for everything from gas to groceries are the top stressor for 52% of people. I was right there, losing sleep over whether I'd make it to payday without dipping into credit again. But why does this matter now, more than ever? Because the economy's a tightrope. Unemployment's edging up, inflation's stubborn above 2%, and experts predict consumer prices could worsen for over half of us this year. Ignore it, and that stress spirals into health issues, strained relationships, missed opportunities. But face it head-on with a routine. That's where the magic hides in plain sight. So how does this weekly money routine actually work? It's not about overhauling your life overnight. No spreadsheets that make your eyes glaze over. Just consistent, bite-sized steps I carved out every Sunday evening, over a cup of coffee. Think of it as a financial reset button. Step 1. The quick scan. I log into my banking apps, checking, savings, credit cards, and review the week's transactions. Not judging, just observing. What popped up? That $12 latte run that added up to $60, the subscription I forgot about? It takes 5 minutes, but it uncovers patterns, like how my harmless takeout habit was quietly siphoning $200 a month. Step 2. Track and tally. I jot down expenses in a simple note app, categories like food, transport, fun, no fancy tools needed. Why? Because awareness is the killer app. Studies show tracking spending can cut unnecessary outflows by 10 to 20% without feeling deprived. It's like shining a light on those impulse buys that feel good in the moment but sting later. From there, step 3. Plan the week ahead. I look at upcoming bills, rent due Friday, groceries midweek, and allocate from my paycheck. I set a loose budget, $100 for eating out, $50 for gas. Nothing rigid, but enough to guide decisions. And here's the game changer: automate what you can. I set up transfers, 10% of my pay straight to savings, bill payments on autopilot. No more late fees sneaking up like uninvited guests. Now let's peel back the layers. This routine isn't just surface-level tidying. It exposes the uncomfortable math lurking beneath our daily habits. Take compound interest. It's the silent assassin in personal finance. On the debt side, that credit card balance at 20% APR, it doesn't just grow, it explodes. A $5,000 balance unpaid? In a year, you're looking at over $1,000 in interest alone, compounding monthly. Flip it to savings, though, and it's your ally. Stash $200 a week in a high-yield account at 5%. Over 5 years, that's not $52,000. It's closer to $58,000 with compounding. But here's the irony. 29% of Americans have more credit card debt than emergency savings. We're letting the math work against us, paying banks to hold our money hostage while our own savings gather dust. And the hidden mechanics? Fees. Those overdraft charges, ATM hits, they add up to billions industry-wide. My routine caught them early, saving me hundreds before they snowballed. Contrast this with the hype machine. Social media sells the dream: quit your job, trade options, retire at 30. Absurd, right? It's entertaining, but dangerous. The reality: true financial change comes from boring consistency, not lottery ticket schemes. Influencers flash Rolexes bought on credit, while quietly, the average person builds wealth through habits like these. Paying yourself first, living below means. I tried the hype once, dabbled in crypto during the 2021 boom. Lost $2,000 in a flash crash. Lesson learned: excitement fades, routines endure, and the subtle humor in it all. We're all chasing financial freedom while scrolling past ads that keep us broke. It's like dieting with a fridge full of junk food. Zoom out, and the implications hit harder. This routine didn't just balance my books, it rebuilt my life. Debt paid off in 18 months. Emergency fund at 6 months' expenses. Vacations without guilt, but broader. In a world where 36% couldn't handle a $2,000 surprise bill, confidently, FC routines like this create resilience. They shield against recessions, job losses, that medical emergency that strikes without warning. Ignore them, and the risks mount. Chronic stress leading to burnout, relationships frayed over money fights, a retirement that's more worry than rest. Society-wide, it's a powder keg, trillions in debt, generations locked out of home ownership. But individually, you flip the script. I started small, skeptical as hell. Now, 3 years in, my net worth's tripled. Not from genius investments, but from these habits stacking up. It's not about perfection, it's about persistence. So, as the credits roll on this little story, here's the thought that lingers. What if the key to transforming your finances isn't a windfall or a wizard app, but a quiet weekly ritual you start tonight? Will you hit play or keep scrolling?